Wow, it's day 50 over here on Field Notes by Kai, and this feels like a number worth pausing on, and not because it feels like any kind of ending, but mostly because it marks a stretch of time that's been consistently shown up for. Now, the last 10 days haven't been about breakthroughs or big moments, in my opinion, but they have been big on honesty. Now, some days have been playful, obviously with things like tiny bleats. Some have been quiet, some were made on very little energy, and some have been made purely because making something mattered more than how it turned out, and that's kind of the point of this process. Now, we've definitely had days built on harmony and thought, and we've had days built on jokes and voice notes. Days that have been one take in terms of the recording, and days with absolutely no words at all from me. But I don't feel like any of them have been wasted, and that's because this whole project isn't about hitting a certain standard every day, but it's about learning how to keep going without needing everything to line up first. Now, I've said this before on our interludes, but one thing that's become very clear over the last 10 days is even more just how important you guys as a community have become to this whole project. Seeing familiar names and reading thoughtful comments and watching all of you guys quietly check in, and not to judge and not to rush, but just to be present and to observe and to support. And it changes everything about how this feels on a week by week basis. And as I've said before, it turns Field Notes by Kai from a solo exercise into something that's shared. And it just matters way more than I expected it to feel back on, say, week 1 or interlude 1. Now, tomorrow is something brand new over here on Field Notes by Kai, and that's because for the first time, we are going to be going live. So at 3 p.m. GMT, we're going to be doing our very first Field Notes by Kai live stream, making something together in real time. Obviously, there'll be no script, there's no pressure, just the same ethos that we've had the whole way through applied live. So showing up, experimenting, and just seeing where things go. And you guys are also going to get to finally meet Steve live in real life for the very first time. Now, to mark this moment, channel memberships are now live, and the important thing about this is that they're not about exclusivity, but they're about support. So of course, there are unique membership badges, we've got big Nana and Steve emojis, we have member exclusive content, and early listening access when album ideas start to take shape properly. Now, if that's something that you want to be part of, then thank you so much for your support. But of course, if not, then being here is already enough, and I mean that. Now, we are already just 10 days away from what will be Interlude 6, and that's going to be our second album select episode, which is wild to me that we've managed to get to that so fast already. And remember, we're doing these daily composition and these daily videos up to the end of February, so there are still so many potential ideas that could make it onto the album. But once we get to the end of February, we're going to start to really lock in and work on this album, because I want to present this to you as soon as possible, with as much quality as possible. But hey, 50 days in, and this still feels like the beginning of all this. There's so much more to explore, and there are so many more ideas that I want to visit. Of course, there are so many more wrong turns that I'm sure I'll take, and there are more things that I'll learn incredibly slowly. Yes, the rhythm, I'm looking at you. But the point is, we'll keep moving. This has been Interlude 5. This is day 50, my friends. And this is Field Notes by Kai. And I will see you tomorrow at 3 p.m. GMT for some live action. Until then, take care of yourselves.